Kendrick Lamar and Nicki Minaj need to collaborate together. And yes, I'm keeping it YG 400.
Tell 'em hoes that it's crunch time abdomen. Rerun, bout to make these bitches rap again.
When I say that Nicki Minaj has been disrespected way too long by her Young Money counterpart and original son in the rap game, the boy from the Six named Drizzlecake. In case you don't know by now, Drake won't back down easily and is pulling his Gloria Gaynor in the rap game because we know the boy will try to survive.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Now I'm back.
Through the shitstorm that K. Dot has signed, sealed, delivered to good old Jimmy's rap career. Drake decided to get his JoJo Ruski on and make a Finsta account, dropping over 100 gigabytes of PlayStation data, or I should say his own data, I guess, with some groundbreaking behind-the-scenes videos of Drake going in his plane, reminiscing about the days he started from the bottom, with his uncle's drop-top Lexus, hoping that he didn't get arrested.
Just another kid that's going through life, worried that I won't be accepted.
Aww. But the most outrageous clip that I saw was Big Mama trying to be a big stallion in this ridiculous clip for an unreleased song by two of the greatest rapper actors in the game, Drake and Latto. With their recent banger, Housekeeping Knows,
They do whatever they feel.
Ride it like Big Mama, where you better have some skills. Bitch, what's up?
Now, you can tell by my tone and delivery that I might not be the biggest fan of Latto, just like I'm not the biggest fan of Drake, and you're absolutely right. But don't think that just because I'm a Nicki fan, oh no. My mom raised me on 90s rap, so I love Lil' Kim and Missy Elliott, including Megan Thee Stallion, JT. There's way other reasons why I don't like Latto, besides her and Nicki having issues. But it doesn't help when Latto is mad disrespectful as a newer rapper to the legends in the game. She loves to record phone calls of other female rappers when things don't go her way.
It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing.
All right, this one. 15,000.
That's all?
15,000 or 20,000?
That's all? Thought you gonna say like 80,000. I was about to say yeah.
Like begging for a feature that goes to Coil Ray.
Push it, click, click. Hey, yo.
And with the other antics calling Nicki Minaj old and grandma, like as if she ain't gonna be in her 40s in about 15, 20 years, has always been wild to me. Which makes me side-eye Drake too, because it's like, this is the person who's disrespected your so-called sister in the rap game, the one that you would think that he would be loyal to. After everyone, I mean everyone, turned their back on you, including the biggest reason why you're the best rapper in the rap game, Lil Wayne.
I'ma need a little love from your hating ass. You a teddy bear, nigga, you a Teddy Graham.
Let's start off with the type of song that they should release as collaborators. I'm looking for a full rap song when it comes to Nicki Minaj and Kendrick Lamar. Yes, I appreciate the pop/R&B melody tone that Nicki gave with her song on Let Me Calm Down with J. Cole, and it has a more vulnerable side of her musically. I appreciate that. But when it comes to the historic moment that we could see with Kendrick and Nicki Minaj, and for them to be rapping on a song together, it would be an iconic moment for hip-hop, that Going Bad type of record where Nicki literally killed Meek and Drake on their own song.
Boy, yeah, my brother tried to end me, dawg. You asked for the goat, so they sent me, sleaze. Don't tempt me, sleaze.
A song like that with Nicki Minaj and Kendrick Lamar would be a nightmare that Drake would need to get Depends for at Target. Because holy shit. But what about Not Like Us remix? But of course, I don't think Nicki would go that far to diss Champagne Pop because, you know, she has love for him for some reason. I really don't understand. Either way, it's a win-win for both Nicki and Kendrick fans, and an L for Drake. Now, let's talk about the idea that Kendrick would never collaborate with Nicki Minaj due to her husband having issues with a SA charge back in '95. And even though this has nothing to do with Nicki, and it does seem like Mr. Petty has done a lot to better himself over the last 2 decades, it's clear that his past will haunt him, and unfortunately for Nicki Minaj as well. This may not translate well with rappers like Kendrick Lamar, and it might be another reason besides having a friendship with Drake for why this collaboration has not happened between Kendrick and Nicki. And when you think about Kendrick having the accusations against Drizzlecake when it comes to the PDF files and Bobby Brown's, it makes unfortunate sense that, you know, Kendrick wouldn't do this with Nicki. But I don't think Kendrick is putting that against Nicki, the rap queen. I definitely feel like if there's an opportunity where it presents itself, Kendrick and Nicki will get on that song. And just like Jay-Z, will make Drake have a song cry.
I was gonna get right back.
Industry ties with Drake. No, not mob ties, but yes, industry ties. And I'm referring to the same artists that Drake and Nicki have relationships with in the industry. The biggest connection that Drake and Nicki have is their separate friendships with my generation's Jay-Z, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Now, of course, it would make sense on a loyalty standpoint why 50 and Nicki have a relationship in the industry. They're both from the same neighborhood, Jamaica, Queens, pretty much starting from the bottom, making it to the top of the rap game in their respective decades. But on a more business and financial standpoint, 50 Cent clearly has a closer relationship with Drake, where it's beyond music. Hip-hop fans saw 50 Cent choosing a side even after Drake lost to Kendrick when Meet the Grounds was released. Obviously, 50 loved Family Matters with Drake rocking that G-G-G-Unit. But it still was like, what the hell? Had a lot of people scratching their cranium like, say it ain't so, Fifth. But when it comes to the Toronto market, 50 Cent is loved there and pretty much all over Canada. So for 50 Cent, it would be a horrible business move to turn on Drake, even though he looks like the new Ja Rule. Which is so funny because it's like 50, this is your child now. Like you have to take care of him, feed him. Now let's be real, 50 is hanging out with Drake and it's really his industry friend, but he's playing this song when he's in the Escalade with Drake driving in the downtown six like,
Damn, homie. High school, you was the man, homie. Capping to you, I got the sickest vendetta.
okay, now we went over why they wouldn't collaborate, but let's talk about why they should collaborate. A potential #1 record. We all know that Nicki and Kendrick Lamar have some of the best fan bases in the world, especially in rap when it comes to male and female artists. When it comes to Nicki Minaj fans and Kendrick Lamar fans like myself, we definitely buy their albums and we definitely buy their tickets when they go on tour. Where the Barbs literally buy every single she drops, even records like Bigfoot. When everyone else in the world hates it, it's a banger thanks to the Barbs in Gag City. So for Nicki and Kendrick collaborating, it's an easy top 10, top 5, or possibly a #1 Billboard record, which would be another huge L for Drizzle Cake. And he would have to face that while he's struggling to even chart again on the Billboard charts with Gordo, which is fat in Spanish. This is crazy. A great rollout for both artists. Now, Kendrick Lamar and Nicki Minaj have a perfect chance to use a new collaboration between the two of them as a rollout for what they have ahead for the rest of 2024. There's an alleged album that is expected to be released by Kendrick Lamar later this year or whenever Big Sean is dropping, hopefully in August. Which means that Kendrick Lamar can potentially drop his most commercially successful album due to all of the success from Not Like Us and Euphoria if it's added on the album, and release it with a potential top 10, top 5, or #1 charting song with Onika Tanya Mirage. I mean, talk about hitting the real jackpot. And for Nicki Minaj, this is great too because she's doing her second leg of the Pink Friday 2 tour, so she could have a new song to come out with. So this would just be so amazing for not only Kendrick but Nicki, and they could potentially go on a little mini tour together on West Coast dates. I mean, trust me, I'm already doing the AR. I really love music, but I really don't like Drake, just musically. Nothing personal. Bottom line, this would be a historic hip hop moment, and it would also remind people who downplay Nicki Minaj, but also Kendrick Lamar's greatness in hip hop. So, yes, Nicki has her own pink print. This would show that the actual rappers are uniting together. Here I go with my shit. But guys, whether you want to agree or disagree with my opinion, Nicki cares more about her pen and actually writing her records than Drake does. Is that not accurate? Or, I mean, can we not say that at least is true? Because Drake loves Lil Yachty so much that he literally wrote the last 2 albums for Drake. I'm watching the moon, taking it close. Like, come on, like, guys, let's not play games. You can't really put your all into it when you really don't love it. And for somebody like Drake or Drizzle Cake, I mean, he loves the fame. With all that being said, I really just love hip hop, and I was really disgusted by Drake's actions with this 100 gigabytes of PlayStation data. You should have kept half of it to yourself. I know you're going to make a comeback eventually, but this is not the move, sir. And I honestly hope that Nicki Minaj finally says, I'm done with you, because it seems like that you have always been upset since she found something better in her life. I don't think that you would ever had a chance with Nicki Minaj. Let me not get into this rabbit hole. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more content coming up this week. Almost at 10K subs, so if you liked it, please subscribe. Also, comment below on what you think Nicki and Kendrick should do. Should they drop a record? What kind of record would you want Kendrick and Nicki to have? A more rap record, a more pop record? Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, go be amazing. Have a great day.